Happy spooky season and October. I'm very excited. Saging some of the area here. So we have some good energies going on. Not that we don't anyway, but you know what I mean. Get some sage going. Okay. Light up here. Hope you guys are well. If you have joined me before, thank you. And so welcome back. If you've never been here before, then welcome for the first time. My name is Lindsay. I like to do live paintings on Thursdays and have a chat about usually some spiritual stuff or maybe some art stuff. Anything to just have a chat and zone out and smoke for a second and escape kind of in a way. So if you got them, light them. I'm a professional artist, tattoo artist and healer. I incorporate healing energies within the drawings that I do for my tattoo clients and love to tap into all kinds of magical energies when I'm doing any kind of paintings or art or anything. So this is, I don't know if you can see a little bit at the top there. This is called Inktober. It's originally started as an art challenge. I may have spoken about it last week, but anyway, it originally started as an art challenge quite a few years ago. To do a drawing each day or a painting each day to really challenge yourself if you're an artist or want to be an artist or whatever, to push yourself to do one a day. A lot of the times, even when I was younger, you know, sometimes I would procrastinate. Sometimes I would procrastinate often with not drawing as often as I should have, being that it is my passion and how much I love it, right? So originally, like I said, started as a drawing challenge for artists to just sit down and just do something. And the guy that started it, Jake, is that his name? Jake Weedman? I don't know if I'm confusing him with a different artist. Anyway, you can find who started it. But he usually gives a prompt list each year that shows, you know, words, whatever the theme is that he picks for the year. And it has words that'll prompt you to draw something. They're very simple words usually, to draw something for each day. If you need help with that, I've always drawn one year I used his prompt list, but all the other years I've drawn, I've drawn my own prompt list and made up my own prompt list. So last year I did other spooky horror type characters, some cartoon characters and stuff. And this year I'm doing some more spooky, like villains, spooky characters, and just characters that I love from different witchy type of movies or like, you know, Harry Potter and stuff like that. So I'm working on, if you can see, Kathy Najimy, which is Mary Sanderson in Hocus Pocus. Yesterday was Elvira. So I'm not going to reveal to you. My list is back there somewhere. Where did I put it? Oh, it's up there. I'm not going to reveal it to you just yet. Well, that's your opinion, Bob. Appreciate it. I'm not going to reveal my list to you guys just yet. I do it each day by day to have fun and be surprised a little bit by it. So today I have Mary Sanderson. I need to paint her. And so I figured we'd have a chat while I paint Mary. And yeah, join along if you like. If I don't chat about something artistic, usually I chat about some spiritual stuff. Any way that I can help with any guidance or anything. Problem solving, navigating through some things that we need to navigate through sometimes. So yeah, nobody cares, guys. Nobody cares about your opinion here. So you're welcome to click off. Have a good day. So originally, like I said, I've been an artist my whole life and just been painting forever. I've been a tattoo artist for almost 25 years. So if you don't like or appreciate or respect that, at least you have, like I said, you're welcome to move on and you don't have to be here. So I thought I would chat today about a little bit about the law of attraction and how important it really is for us to watch what we say, watch what we think about, because it does create our reality, believe it or not, 100%. This is why, you know, it's not to do with being a good person or being a bad person or scamming people or taking more than your share. It all has to do with your mindset about things and what you believe you deserve and what your beliefs are in this life. So pretty much tonight I just wanted to stress that, how much that is important. You know, I've been reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, which I have tapped into a bit before in the past years, and some other books that are very helpful in that sort of way, with just keeping a strong mindset the best you can, and not even to get things. You know, you're going to get the things you want in life, but to just be at peace every day, because that's such a wonderful feeling. And who doesn't want to feel that? You do have an option. You do have choices. I spoke a little bit last week about our avatars and how we have the choice to wake up every day and choose what from the closet of avatars, who we want to be. Do we want to be confident? Do we want to be weak? Do we want to be negative? Do we want to be judgy? You know, some people here chose that avatar today. But I digress. You really can have the life you want, and the hardest part about it, you know, if you want to call it hard, is just maintaining that mindset and that vibe and that way of thinking that is not always showing up in the 3D like we would like it to, or not even like that as quickly as we would like it to, let's say. Some things take longer than others, but if you're going to give up right before you get to the diamond or get to the gold, then, you know, what's the point? If you really want all you desire in this life, you have to learn to control your mindset and your emotions. It is that simple. We see evidence of it all the time, walking around in the world, and we don't even realize it. That we might, you know, say that the devices are listening, so that's why when I am talking to somebody about a movie or about something I want to purchase or about some issue going on, weird how it always pops up, right? I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm painting. Thank you, Fun. I appreciate that. Oh, dope. That's super dope. Where's your aunt tattoo at? But anyway, back to our mindset, right? So we do it accidentally all the time, and we see evidence of it. So yeah, just because I'm speaking with my friend about something, as I said, something I might like, something I might want to watch, whatever it is, and then it shows up on my feed. Okay, I said something out loud. Again, maybe devices were listening. You can blame it on that if you want it to. There may be some truth in that, but just like an example I used last week, when we think of anything, right? I think of movies all the time that I'm like, oh, I haven't seen that shit in a long time. I would love to watch that movie. And this is just thinking of it. This isn't, you know, saying anything to anybody or trying to look for it on my phone without speaking about it, just in general. And it'll come up every time. It's happened 4 times this week, I believe. That's just me paying attention to when it's happened. And this is what I mean about our manifestations and how instantly they can come through. And they do for us very often. But, you know, we're so used to it as far as even breathing and just doing our natural things that we do. We don't have to think about it because it's already a habit and it's already natural. So once we get into the habit of having the mindset that we deserve everything that we want in this life and stick to that no matter what, not being out here hurting people and shit. That's not what I'm talking about. But, you know, in a graceful way and in a loving way, then you can, you know what I mean? Anyway, back to the movie thing. So last week it was me thinking of, I was like, damn, I don't even know why it popped in my head, but Indiana Jones popped in my head for some reason. I'm an 80s kid. I grew up in the 80s, 90s. And I just love those eras and those movies anyway, but it popped in my head like, I would really like to watch that. And then it went away. It was no big deal. I didn't look for it. Again, just in my head. I thought it sounded like a good movie to watch. When I did think of it, I immediately had that feeling you get when you're like, you know, wanting to watch a movie that you really like, that you haven't seen in a while, or just the feeling that movie might evoke, you know what I mean, for that time or whatever. from that time when you were younger, certain good experience you had with it, whatever it is, okay? You felt that feeling of it at the time, and I did at this time. It was fleeting, very quick. I didn't think about it very long. I didn't really care if I saw the movie that, quickly or not. But I'm not shitting you. The next day I walk into the gym and right on the big screen was Indiana Jones playing, all right? Yesterday, this happened just yesterday. Because I've been playing a little bit more with the manifesting and with the bringing my visions into my 3D reality, I should say. So I've been playing with it a little bit lately. Just to prove it to myself. And there were a couple movies that I had in my head that I put out into the universe probably a few days ago. And, oh shit, no, I take that back. A couple of them were a few days ago, and then one of them I've been wanting to watch for a while, and for some reason I think I felt like it was hard to find or something, but again, that was just, it wasn't fact, that was just some belief that I had that it was hard to find on one of the streaming services or whatever, because it's a really good movie, and it's kind of well known in its own right, but I don't think it's as well known as it should be. But anyway, it's called Sleepers. You got Brad Pitt, Jason Patrick, Minnie Driver, what's his name? Oh, for crying out loud. What's his face with the thing and the thing? Anyway, lots of good, well-known actors in it. And it's supposed to be based on a true story. You'll see about that at the end. It kind of tells a little bit about it afterwards too, but it is a really, really good movie. It's a heavy movie. If you've never seen it, just be prepared, but it's a really good movie. So that was one of them, my point that I hadn't seen in a long time. I've been thinking about it for a minute, really, and I just had the inkling to go to Tubi last night. Okay, bug. Fucking bugs crawling here and shit. There was a white one of these on here yesterday. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Thank you. Go back outside. I appreciate it. So Tubi is like the free streaming thing, right? And I hadn't gone on there in a while. Actually, I think it wasn't even on my apps. For some reason, it got deleted off my apps. So I re-put it back on there and went back in there. Bro, there was like 3 or 4 movies that I've been wanting to watch. One of them being The Mummy, which I've been watching. Which, of course, I've seen these all a million times, but I want to watch this shit again, right? And they're good feeling movies. And I love painting when I'm watching them or whatever, so The Mummy movies, Sleepers was on there. Scarface was on there, which that was already on another streaming service that I wanted to see, so I've been watching that shit. There's about 5 or 6 movies on free YouTube that I have that are my favorites that I've been wanting to watch, and they all popped up. Grease 2, The Book of Life. Next one I'm trying to manifest is Footloose. I haven't watched Footloose in a while. I would love to check that out. So anyway, my point of that is it's so easy to manifest, you guys, and we do it all the time. This is stuff, like I said, that I thought of. It was nothing I spoke about or looked up to where any devices could be listening. But this is the reality of how we bring things to us. That's why it doesn't matter if you're a good person or a nice person, unfortunately, that, there are some people that have a lot of money that aren't very good people because it has nothing to do with that. I do believe in God, and I believe God is out there helping and constructing and guiding, but God is within us, and we are gods and goddesses walking around. We have power within ourselves to create our reality how we want it. So that's the power that he gives us. That's what he wants us to do. He doesn't want us to be here struggling and trying to survive and fucking going through hell every day. That's not what he wants. But it all starts in your mind. So that's why you have to switch up the hell that you have in here and switch it to a heaven. And then, visualize that like a computer program it, build it in your mind, and then start to see it form. Just know that it's yours. Just because it doesn't show up immediately or tomorrow. The movies do. Some of the smaller stuff might. Some of the bigger stuff does too. Once I switched my mindset, you wouldn't believe, besides the movies, I manifested, some of you don't know, but I've been married in England for a long time. And we've not been together. We've been separated. But we're finally getting a divorce. And that's been in my manifestations, one of my big ones for a while. And the way that I wanted it done was that I didn't want to have to do the work to do it because of some personal reasons. It doesn't matter. I've done all I needed to do for that, and that was it. So it was a really, really cool thing that, oh, is that right, Gretchen? I mean, Aunt Gretchen. That's what I meant. Don't yell at me. But yeah, so that was really cool to see that come through too, of something where once I really let go and allowed and received some things to come in, that was one of the big things that did come in. So that was really cool. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I can't stress the seriousness of it. I just want you guys to be, you know, happy and loving life each day. And I didn't used to be like this. I used to wake up and dread each day and was very apathetic and didn't really care about life much. You know, it was cool. I used to drink all the time and just, I don't know, just waste my life away. I'm not, like, I would drink over drawing and creating and things like that. So my mindset was quite messed up. So please don't believe that I've just been like this since birth and everything's been, you know, peaches and cream. No, I had to learn how to get here and learn how to use my mindset to benefit me and to really be disciplined and get a hold of things like that to make sure that I'm living the best life that I can. And it's to blame of nobody else if I don't. It's not at all, you guys. It's like we're out here floating and there's different dimensions and we get to pick the dimension that's passing by us each day. Yeah, these dimensions have the same people in them, have the same buildings, have the same type stuff, but there's different energies in each dimension that you can choose to jump in that river, or you can keep flowing in the shit river, Shit's Creek, you know what I mean, and stay in that dimension if you like. But you get the choice each day. That's why if you, let's say you call the power company and you need to speak with somebody and you need help from them, and you're in a shitty mood and you have a shitty attitude, guess what you're going to get when you call them? Probably not very much help. And they're probably going to be pretty shitty towards you too. You know, and then you want to get even more shitty with them when you started with the attitude in the first fucking place. You know what I mean? Nah, that's not how it works. You bring the good energies into that. You're supposed to be the leader in your life and have, you know, don't give that power to anybody else to take that from you. So I don't even care if I do go into let's say a customer service phone call, and the other person has a shitty attitude. They don't by the end of the phone call because I won't allow it in my energy. You know what I mean? I'm not going to feed into what they're talking about and their type of, you know, low vibe shit. If they're having a bad day, I'm not going to let their bad day affect me. So that's where the strength comes in, you know, of not sitting around and gossiping when everybody else is around you and looking at some dramatic bullshit that's just giving you some shitty fucking feelings that you carry without you through the rest of your day. That is your responsibility to control that and to be mindful of it and present. And if you are, then there should be no complaints. There shouldn't be any complaints anyway, because that leads to shit for you to complain about. But you just start seeing the beauty in life. You start seeing all the blessings every day, all day. If you're waking up and you hate life, you seriously and vigorously need to change something. It's not supposed to be like that, I promise you. Because I sure used to think it was. Hi, Maya. Welcome. Smoke them if you got them. Paint them if you got them. So if you weren't here when I started, I'm working on my Inktober for this year. It's a drawing a day, all of Inktober. It started out as an art challenge. I did Elvira yesterday, and today I'm doing Mary Sanderson. I worked almost all day. These usually only take me a couple hours, you guys. I've always drawn faces. It's not been a big deal, but let me tell you about something about remembering, you know, who I am and not letting some setbacks kind of overtake me yesterday. I worked on Elvira all day long yesterday, let me tell you. It never takes me that long. I could not get some things on her face right, and it's still not quite what I wanted it to be as far as the likeness of her. Of course, I mean, you could tell it's her, you know, right? She has the white ass face, the red lips, them fucking eyes, and the hair, right? Basically, looks like her, whatever. Stick figure that kind of looks like that would look like her, right? But I like to be more precise about my portraits and really be on point with them. Well, I had to let that go yesterday about 9 o'clock last night and just realized that this year it's kind of like my realistic cartoony version of them, like my style of these characters, if that makes sense. So as you can see here, let me grab it. Portraits in general, but tiny portraits, I have no problem making it look like the person, right? It's not a big deal. I've done it all my life. But this was giving me such shit yesterday. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that very much. That today, the same thing is kind of happening, and I have to just go with the flow with it because maybe this is some type of new thing I've tapped into with myself. You know what I mean? That obviously it can be a likeness of the person, which I do drawings like that also, but that wasn't my intent. Anyways, so to where you can tell who they are, but it's like my style of the person. And I've had to just accept that, you guys, because if I would have beat myself up yesterday and, you know, told myself that I couldn't draw and I couldn't paint, that I was shit, then I probably would have just set this thing on fire and gave up. But I had to look at it from a different perspective, which is maybe I'm learning something. Maybe this is, like I said, some type of new twist on my style or whatever. So that's kind of what I had to just go with and not beat myself up about it, right? So it kind of happened with Mary today too. It's a likeness of her. It's like a cartoony kind of realistic likeness, but there's a couple things I would like to adjust, but I'm not going to because I'd be working on it till 3 in the morning. For what? For no reason. So that's what we're doing right now. What's up, guys? I appreciate you guys being here for real. I do this every Thursday about 8 o'clock. I'll post on my Instagram about it too, which is the same name as my YouTube channel. It just has the underscores in between the words. Or if you just Google Dragon Queen Creations, there you will find me all over the place. So I'm here for y'all to come chill, maybe learn something, maybe teach me something. Like I said, if I can help in any way, then I will. Shit, or just give you a place to go hang out at, you know, for a little bit. Just stand in your power. I really want you guys to have the best lives you can and spread the love for real. There's no reason we all can't have all we desire. And if you're blaming somebody else for it, that's your first problem. And quit being so hard on yourself, for Christ's sake. I couldn't remember what color the book glowed in the movie in Hocus Pocus. I thought it was green, but I was thinking blue, but the eye's blue. But whatever, the green for the love, for the heart chakra. Plus, it's a pretty cool, spooky color, and I feel like a magic book would glow bright green, don't you? I think it makes sense. I'm also a tattoo artist, you guys, in Central Orlando, downtown Orlando. I work at a shop there. Again, if you want to go check out my work, you can go to my Instagram or dragonqueen.ink, INK is my website, and you can see all kinds of stuff there. And I'm about to upload a bunch of available tattoo designs also, if you need an idea or two. I have plenty. It's nice to have you pleasant people in here. There were some haterades in here earlier. I probably needed to go smoke one, let me tell you. Because damn, they were grumpy. I'll be painting some new characters this year that I've not even seen the movies of yet. So I'm excited to... I don't know, I like to paint characters I don't know sometimes and then get to know them later. I did that with a couple of them. What was it? Can't remember now. But it was kind of neat after I... Oh, well, I didn't really watch it, I guess. But Dexter was kind of one of them. I painted him a long time ago for... I think somebody commissioned a painting from me or something of him. And I had never seen the show, but once I did it and kind of researched it a little bit, it was kind of cool to check out, so... I also take care of monarch butterflies in butterfly season. So I just love, I don't want to say like bugs, but I kind of do. I'm kind of a bug lady in a way. Not every kind, but you know, all the cool kinds, I like those. I love butterflies and moths. And there's a few visitors this week that I should probably post the video of it. I have it on my Instagram. Anyway, that came to visit. One of them was a, oh shit, spotted pink hawk moth. So fucking pretty. The brightest pink, I swear, that I've ever seen on an animal. It seems like, well, not the brightest, but it was pretty fucking bright. Like fuchsia almost. And then I had a poor little dragonfly that was pretty much at the end of its life that came to me yesterday. And I gave him a little bit of water, and I tried to feed him an ant. He did grab it from me. It was a teeny, tiny little pincher, tiny little head, and he grabbed it. I watched him. It was the coolest shit ever. But I don't know. I think he just came to me for comfort at the end of his life. You know, animals and earthly beings can sense people that are good for that or people that are okay with that or whatever. I truly believe that. I've had a lot of moths come to me. I've had other butterflies come to me and things of that nature. But so he came in right inside my door yesterday and got right up on my hand. I picked him up and the video must be reversed then because I'm not painting with my left hand. It would be a disaster, let me tell you. I do enough disasters with the right hand. I about messed up the whole square yesterday with it. Trying to paint the border, and somehow my hand slipped, and I got black all over the square that I'm doing right now, and I had to figure out how to fix it, so. As on point as I am, I swear I'm just as clumsy sometimes. Let's not put that out there into the universe, though. But I have my moments. Let's just say that. What was I talking about? Oh, the animals, right. And then I had a really cool cicada come. Well, I shouldn't say come visit. It was passed away when I found it. But the colors on it were like sage greens and some forest greens and stuff. And sometimes when I see them, they're not those colors. So it was pretty dope for me to see that or whatever. What? I did. It's not the first time either, Aunt Gretchen. I've done that before. That's probably why I know how to fix stuff so well, because I be fucking my shit up as I'm going and have to fix it. And cover up and fix anything, really. That's probably why I'm not mad at it. You know what it also comes from? You remember the Scribble game? We used to play with Aunt Laura all the time. But it was the game, you guys might have played it. Very helpful in drawing, in helping think on the spot and all kinds of stuff too, actually. But my aunt would draw some kind of a squiggle, and then I would have to create a picture out of it, and then vice versa. We'd go back and forth. And that, man, I can't tell you how much that shit helped with me creating and being able to just make something out of nothing and manipulate shapes and colors and all types of stuff like that. So that was super dope. Hence why I have this paper here, because I've already gotten some stains on the rest of it. You know, it's called skill. So excited for Halloween. My birthday's in a couple weeks. Gotta figure out what I'm gonna be, what I'm gonna do. I have no idea. I kind of want to do a costume with Buggy, which is my dog. So we kind of coordinate, but still gotta think about that. If you have any ideas, let me know. What up, Oshi? What up, my G? I haven't seen you in a long time, bro. Yo, I'll be down in Fort Lauderdale on the 10th and 11th tattooing. If you want to come get some or smoke or whatever, bro, hit me up. Oh, speaking of Buggy, I can't believe I haven't mentioned this already. So I entered him into a contest, not a contest, applied to be in, I saw this thing to be in a calendar, a pet calendar. Beetlejuice. Who would he be? Would he be Beetlejuice? You gotta tell me, Aunt Gretchen. You gotta give me details. But no, so I entered him. I put an application for him to be in the calendar, and we freaking got it. And not only did we get it, we got October, which I'm super excited about. And as I was speaking about earlier, I manifested that shit, you guys. I created that shit. It's something I thought of quickly. I felt it. I knew we'd get it. You sit with that feeling of already having what you want. And that's what it is. You sit in the feeling of the end. You sit in, not in the future, not you're going to get it, not it's coming, because then you're going to be waiting, perpetually waiting, forever and always in purgatory. No, you have it now. You are it now. Be that now. Live it now. If you wouldn't do this certain act or think this certain way, if I get this, then I would change this. No, you have to do it now and be that to attract it, because that's what matches. If you're not matching that, then that energy, then it's not going to be the same frequency, and you're still going to be off. You're going to be in the waiting frequency, in the future frequency. I'm going to get frequency, not in the I have right now, I am frequency. All right. So I think that's about it for tonight, guys. That's a nice little chat. I don't like them to be too long, but I appreciate you guys showing up today. Hopefully I helped a little bit. Aunt Gretchen, I'll think about the Beetlejuice. You know I love it anyways, but I do have an idea about our costume, but I'm not going to share it. It's simple, but it's cute, but it flows. I don't know. We'll see. He's passed out over there anyway, so. Yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. Just remember, please, to watch what you say about yourself, about what you're doing, and your surroundings and your environment and all of that, okay? Be very mindful of your thoughts. I appreciate you guys. Have a great October. I will see you next Thursday, I'm pretty sure, unless if I'm traveling and working, I might have to skip a week, but I'll let you guys know. And yeah, have a great night. Take care of yourselves, please. Don't drink the paint water and don't dip your paintbrush in the coffee. Important things that we need to remember. If you need anything, let me know. If you need to chat, if you're going through some issues, I'll help the best I can. I love you guys. Have a wonderful night. and I'll see you next week.